following program is rated MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
This week on the 5-Minute Warning.
As a guy, when you see some chick inappropriately dressed, like, it's a train wreck. Like, you want to look, but then by looking, women are going to say, oh, see, look at you. You love looking at that slutty shit. It's like, I mean, maybe, but
it's just in my face.
It's like maybe I enjoy looking at, or maybe I'm just as offended as you are by it, which is why I'm looking at it.
or maybe you should dress up like that.
Look, first of all, no. Like I don't care if my wife, if me and my wife are going out to the club or something, and she want to be cheeky, she want to get all sexified stuff. Cool, you know what I'm saying? Time and place. If we go into the science museum and she come out here with some booty shorts on and I see half her cheeks, I'm gonna be like, hey, just where in the fuck do you think we're going?
Show that gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, MoeB, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-Minute Warning.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a brand new, spanking new 5-Minute Warning. Once again, it is me, Ruben Brown, leading you around the craziness in this world with my compadres, MoeB in the house.
What's going on, man?
I see you still got the pillar in the back. Nice. AG is at parts unknown, but that's okay. The word on the street is he'll be back next week. Oh, wow. We'll all be back next week. That's been the first time since like June or something. It's crazy. But yeah, man, what's been going on, bro? How you been?
Man, I'm hanging in there, man. Just ready for the summer to be over with, man.
Why?
I'm over the summer, man.
You're over the summer?
Yeah, man. I'm tired of it being like 1,000 degrees outside, man. I'm tired of it like raining every day for like an hour and then going back to being 1,000 degrees outside.
So you're saying you don't want to live in Florida?
I didn't think I needed to say I didn't want to live internationally, but I don't. Nah, I'm over the summer, man. I know some people up here don't like it to be below 70 degrees, but forget that, man. I'm ready for some fall. I'm ready to put a hoodie on.
I mean, look, man, just say it. I know you don't like cold weather, Ruben, because Ruben don't like cold weather. It's just what it is.
It ain't that you don't like cold weather. I just know you inconsiderate as F. That's all that is.
Why I gotta be all that?
Because people who say they hate cold weather are just inconsiderate.
Hold on, man. I didn't sit here and say I love the heat.
It don't matter.
I just love it to be level.
Once again, people who obsess over hating cold weather are inconsiderate people. Because when it's cold, put more layers on. When it's hot, I can't take skin off. Like, I'm just hot. Like you can remedy your cold. I can't remedy it being hot. Ain't no relief.
See, like, thank you, Moco Cowboy. Moco Cowboy said it best. F your last.
Once again, that's why I'm saying you just inconsiderate as fuck. Like, I live with an inconsiderate person, so I'm alright. Like, I get it.
Well, we don't live together, so clearly we're not talking about me, and I'm cool with that. Hey, man, I mean, because let's be real, your perfect temperature would be what? Like
anything that ain't hot. Anything that ain't hot. You know what I'm saying? Like anything under 75 degrees is perfect.
Oh man, how you doing, Black Morticia Adams? Beautiful Sunday night. Yeah, cause we on the air. That's right. I don't know how it is outside. It was hot today. So
it's still hot out. Just the sun ain't out there. It's still hot though.
I mean, I went outside for about 2 hours a day, came back in. I ain't about that heat. I ain't about that cold. I'm about that middle ground, So I'm sorry that I'm inconsiderate to your feelings and to everybody else's feelings who feel differently.
It's all right.
I mean, it could be worse. It's not like, I spit on you or something. So I think we can live without that. What'd you do this weekend or this past week? Just chill out?
I mean, work.
They work you like that, dog?
I mean, I got stuff to do.
Yeah, that's true. So, man, it's, this week I did a little bit of that work thing. Well, not a little bit. That would be a lie. I did a lot of that work thing. And I mean, I don't know, man. Are you ready for football? I mean, because we had football on Sunday, but not Sunday, Thursday. Not really. It's a Hall of Fame game. I may have watched a total of like 5 minutes of it. But, there are people out here who are just like, love football. Are you one of those?
The answer is yes. Like, I just want football to be on, but
do you
I mean, not necessarily preseason, but I don't mind preseason. I just don't. Like, I mean, do I get excited about watching preseason games? No, but it's on.
Just the fact to hear two dudes hitting each other?
No, I mean, honestly, it's just, it's football. So I know if the preseason's here, that means it ain't too far away from, games that I care about.
True that. I mean, the Raiders look pretty good on Thursday.
It's preseason, man. Like, the year the Detroit Lions went winless, they were undefeated in the preseason. Like, let's never forget.
Never forget.
Never forget.
Dang, that's best. So you're trying to say Raiders don't need to go undefeated in the preseason?
No, I'm just saying the preseason don't mean shit.
Well, all right.
It just don't.
I hear that. Wow, storming where Black Morticia is.
I mean, that's anywhere in the Southeast. When it's hot and humid like this, it's gonna storm almost every day.
Prey. Have you watched Prey or Predator franchise?
No, because honestly, I wasn't a real fan of Predator anyway. Nothing about it was dope. But I will tell you, I did watch Netflix's version of The Gray Man, and I was scared to watch the Gray Man movie on Netflix at first, because what often happens is, because I read and sometimes even listen to audiobooks, a lot of times when those books get made into movies or shows, I'm almost scared because I'm like, they're gonna F it up. And I gotta be honest, like, The Gray Man is literally one of my favorite book characters ever. And the Netflix movie did it right.
So, The Gray Man, who's in that?
Chris Evans.
Oh, yeah.
Who's hilarious. It's hilarious in the movie.
I mean, Chris Evans is pretty good.
What was it? Ryan Gosling is the Gray Man character. He's actually, which he does a really good job of capturing. Hey, I mean, look, the book series is dope. It's pretty much over the top action, like unbelievable action.
Okay.
And the Netflix movie is like 2 hours long, and I'll say about an hour and 40 minutes of it is just shit happening. It's just.
That's good to know, because you want to see shit happen. Because, I mean, why not,
I mean, they've already announced that Netflix is making a sequel, and it's only been out like 2 weeks, and they're already like, yeah, we're making a sequel. I mean, it's got 10 books out, and this first movie kind of loosely took some of the plot line from the first book and kind of some from the third book, and like just acted like the second book didn't happen.
All right, maybe they'll take that up in the second movie.
I mean, no, what I mean by that is, like, they didn't follow the book exactly, but I will say they followed the essence of the book.
Okay.
And the characters, Like, because I don't really care necessarily about the storylines being the exact same. But what I do care about is characters.
Yeah.
And they managed to line everybody's character up well.
Okay. Good. Sounds good. All right. So you're saying you give a thumb up to the Gray Man?
Oh yeah, if you got 2 hours and you want to see shit blowing up, people getting hit, people getting shot at, and actually managing to put a plot somewhere in there too, like, yeah, it's a good movie.
So it's Michael Bay with a plot?
I mean, sure. I mean, I know how much you hate Michael Bay, and
I never said that.
I mean, I know how much you think all Michael Bay movies have no plot, but
I mean, the majority of them do. Let's be real here. I mean, look, man.
He makes his money off of shit exploding and action. Okay, he knows where his bread is buttered. So
yeah,
stop going to a sushi place asking for Italian food, man. Like,
I mean, so I don't know what happened to him in Miami Vice, the movie. I guess he decided he wanted to put a plot in that.
I mean, is this what this is all about? Like, it always comes back to Miami Vice with you, man.
Because that
like your only beef with Michael Bay is like Miami
so
Vice.
Bad. It's so bad, and there's nearly not enough explosions in there. Like,
all right, look. We are not movie critics. Let's get off this. This is not what we do best. Nobody gives a f about our opinion on movies, even though my opinions are always right.
First of all, hate is what I do best.
Well, you know what? You at least acknowledged it.
Hey,
it's about time you acknowledge it, because when I call you a hater, you get all defensive. So, I mean, look, you said it.
I mean, look.
Know your strengths.
Exactly. You know, you're only as powerful as your weaknesses. So yeah, I'm a little bit of a hater. It is what it is. So,
a little bit of a hater.
Hey man, I'm saying I said part of it.
You don't try to downplay your excellence. Don't try to downplay your excellence. Yeah, and Michael Jordan was a little bit of a basketball player. You know,
yeah, he only went 6-0 in the finals. Anybody else get that?
All by himself with no help.
Hilarious. All right, so we're going to get into a new segment today, because I wanted to call it Real Talk, but that's so played. So I decided to call it something else. I just said, bring it. That's what it is. And this is because we talk about a lot of stuff in this show, but we really never talk about stuff that's really affecting, like we do, but we don't. Like, I want you to talk at least.
Want to talk about the hard hitting issues?
Some hard hitting issues. Yes,
I get it.
I mean, you know. So the one thing I want to talk about today is good old Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham, Republican out of South Carolina.
I'm sorry, Black Morticius Adams, but that's your man's.
That's we know whose man's that is.
Nah, I'm not sure whose man's that is. I feel like he's a permanent fixture on whose man's is this. Well, I don't think anybody want to claim that guy.
Well, you're gonna not want to claim him after this one. So he says he wants states to decide the issue of whether two consenting adults can get married. Okay, whatever. You know, he's clearly a state guy, which means hell no, he don't.
Nah. They only a state guy when they think that the state supports them.
Yeah, and Black Morticia Adams says, MoeB, don't put that MF on me.
First of all, she didn't say MoeB, don't put the MF on me. So don't try to personalize it.
I mean, I didn't put it on her.
And I didn't put her on you. I mean, I didn't put him on y'all. Like, y'all elected him. Like, just like, you know, my state got Youngkin. I mean, y'all got that motherfucker. So, like, that's...
I mean, at least we can say Youngkin's name, at least for now. But yeah, so basically, you know, his thing is, you know, he wants, they want to get enough votes to codify same-sex marriage, because Clarence Thomas suggested that it might be in jeopardy. First of all.
Well, no. Clarence Thomas was basically saying, will this make you white people like me? Because, I mean, that's pretty much his whole political career has just been, will this make you white people like me?
Well, I was going to say, the only reason why it's in jeopardy is because you keep bringing this shit up. I
No,
mean,
the only reason why it's in jeopardy is because the Supreme Court decided that Roe v. Wade don't mean shit, and
well,
they was like,
that's
fuck
it.
your rights. And what they're masking it behind same-sex marriage, but let's not pretend that they can't advance this shit to interracial marriage. Like, if you're gonna say the state should decide if people can get married, you basically saying the state should be able to decide who the fuck gets married.
Exactly. He's pretty much throwing the bone to the dog, but instead of throwing it, pretends he throws it, he keeps that shit, and the dog runs far away.
And what if they say, yo, no more interracial relationships? Like, does that mean he gotta give up his great white pride?
Maybe he's moving to Canada.
Maybe.
Hey, I got one just like that. A water jug just like that. It's pretty good. I like it.
Oh, you supposed to put water in this?
I mean, I hope there ain't nothing else up in that piece.
Oh, okay.
I mean, but it's none of my business, so you do what you want. So yeah, he said the state by state approach is the best way to go. And I'm thinking to myself, clearly it is not. But hey,
just like desegregation of schools, that should have been a state issue.
Yeah, if that was a state issue, where would we be today?
And just like, it was the state's decision to roll out slavery being over, hence Juneteenth with them Texas dudes, then find out to like almost 2 years later, hey, like somebody, I want to know, what was the first black dude to talk to them to like, could you imagine being somebody and being like, hey, don't y'all niggas know y'all free? I mean, not really. You're not really free, but I mean, technically, they can't call you slaves no more.
I mean, clearly in Texas, they go by a different set of rules. But so yeah, Dana Bash was talking to him about all this stuff, and he was pretty much like, she was like, should they overturn Loving versus Virginia? And of course, this dumbass says, how many more issues should that go to? For example, Loving versus Virginia, that allowed interracial marriage. Shouldn't that be touched? Well, that's what she said. And he says, no. Here's the point. First of all, no. You're cool with white people and black people getting married, but you ain't cool with 2 women or 2 dudes getting married. Like, I don't know. To me, it feels like it falls in the same boat, but I guess they're saying, well, it's a man and woman, so we don't care.
I mean, the problem is like this whole hang up about marriage. Like, to be honest, I don't care who gets married to who. Now, I know some people will say, well, our religious beliefs suggest it, but same-sex marriage initially wasn't fought for so hard just so 2 people of the same sex could get married so they could say they were married. It was about all the rights that are afforded
and the benefits
to you because you're married.
Yeah.
Which I feel like if I choose to marry somebody of the same sex, or I want to be acknowledged as being married to them, that I have a right to make sure that when I pass away, they get my benefits. I have a right to make sure that they are protected under that. I have a right to make sure that they're the only person that can dictate if somebody pulls me off life support, and not some person in my family just because you don't acknowledge the person that I want to be the decision maker. Like, these are just basic human rights. Like, I wish people would just get off of the whole like homosexual, heterosexual, whatever you call it. It's not about that. This is a human right. This has nothing to do with sexual preference. This has nothing to do with your religion. This is a human rights issue.
Correct. Very much so. So, and I would like to state on this particular article, it's very interesting because I read this article before I went on air, and I didn't tell you what the byline said on purpose. Simply because, well, let me read it to you, and then you'll completely understand. So it says, Lindsey Graham would like states to decide if LGBTQ people count as fully human. All right. The only thing that's said about this article, and it wasn't a lot, it was about, people marrying people. Same-sex marriages. This whole fully human thing, nowhere in the article. And see, this is what brought my attention to it at first. But then as I read it, I was like, oh, this is some bullshit.
Bro, wasn't South Carolina one of those states that had the most amount of like adult men marrying like minors?
No, that was North Carolina and Tennessee.
I mean,
South Carolina got some, but
I'm just saying. So
yeah.
So you can marry, if you're a 30-year-old male, you can marry a 12-year-old female.
Well,
but
no,
you
you
can't
go to North Carolina and marry a 12-year-old female, but you be recognized in South Carolina as being married. But no, you can't marry another dude who's the same age. Yeah, exactly.
So are they trying to put the LGBT? Man, I hate saying all them letters. It's just too many.
Man, it's only 5 letters, man. Let it go.
Look, man.
LGBTQ, man. Let it go.
I feel like that they have other letters, Ruben.
I understand that,
and I don't want to minimize another letter. So
I think there's
the community
after that. I think there's symbols after that.
That community.
Yeah.
So are they trying to 3/5 this community? Are they basically trying to say they're 3/5 of a human?
That's why they want states' rights. Because see, here's the thing: if you make it a federal thing, the chances are that shit ain't happening. It ain't happening. But if it's a state rights, literally what will happen is you would have some states who would be like, yes. And you have some states be like, no. So what would happen is it would move all of the community to certain states, and the other states wouldn't, quote unquote, necessarily have to deal with it. Basically what would happen is it'd be pretty much they would move those people out, and then next thing you know, segregation would come back, so those people get moved out, so it'd be a fully white state. And what I love to hear the most is
see, none of these southern states can be fully white, and
that's exactly what I was about to say.
No, because they won't allow that shit because of college football.
Yeah, I was about to speak on that. So yeah, it's the crazy part about all that is like, well, we want we want the pure to come back. First of all, this country ain't been pure in how long?
Never.
Exactly.
That's how long.
Exactly.
Well, no, I lie. This country ain't been pure since the first white dude walked on the soil.
That's very true. Because it was just for Indians back in the day.
Not saying white people are messed up. I'm just saying the only time this land was pure was when it was habitated by Native Americans, not even Indians. Don't say Indians.
Americans.
That's white man ignorance right there.
My bad. I'm sorry.
God, nothing shows the arrogance of white people like calling Native Americans Indians. No, seriously. Can you just imagine how arrogant you got to be like, hey, we went on this quest because we thought this was a different way to get to India, and we got here and we're like, hey, this isn't India, and they're like, yeah, we're natives here. No, you're Indians. No, we're not. No, we're gonna call you Indians anyway.
I mean,
I mean, you're laughing, but that's literally what
I'm laughing at you, not laughing at the situation, because you're completely right, and it's just like I'll never forget in school when I truly found my own mind and my own voice, and I basically got it with Christopher Columbus. And then I was just like, why we celebrate this motherfucker? This motherfucker was drunk, happenstance on some land, and then you start raping and pillaging it. And then you call it yours. It's like, what? But it's a holiday. It used to be celebrated a lot. Now it's kind of a lot of people don't really celebrate it too much anymore.
Let's be honest. I mean, if we're being real honest, Christopher Columbus is literally the American dream.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Like he made a mistake, found the wrong land, took over some shit, got credit. He got credit for discovering America, never stepped on American soil. Christopher Columbus was never on any part of our country that we consider America, and we say that dude discovered it.
Yeah.
And how do you discover a place motherfuckers are already at?
I mean,
how do you discover a place where people are already there?
we claim this as ours. Damn it! And that's what they did. And they killed the Native Americans, and you know, after Thanksgiving, of course. But that's a story for another day. But yeah, man, Lindsey Graham. At least, you know what? I'll give Lindsey Graham credit.
No, you won't. No, you won't. Fuck that. We're not giving him credit for nothing.
He at least out here talking about that dumb shit. So we know that where he at.
We always knew where Lindsey Graham was.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying.
Unfortunately, it's still above ground. I'm sorry, that sounds messed up. Like, I don't wish death on nobody. I'm just saying he don't need to be in any position of power based on his inhumane stances that he's taken on several issues.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't wish death upon anyone, but I won't cry.
When doves cry. Yeah, I'm with you on that. But you know, I was gonna touch this Dre from VA tweet, but I'm not going to, because I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to do that. I'm not doing that. How dare
you acknowledge more than I did.
I mean, but you know, I had to let him know that he ain't getting screen time for that. But that's jacked up. But yeah, man. So, you know, basically, he brought it. He's like, hey, you know, we might to go back to the 3/5. If you LGBTQ plus, you about to go back 3/5. So get ready. I'm not living in South Carolina, even though it's not me. I don't want to live in South Carolina where anybody would ever think that somebody else is 3/5.
First of all, South Carolina is a fine place. It's nothing wrong with South Carolina. It's just, you know, unfortunately, you know, you got some people who are in power, and there's a whole bunch of people that live in a lot of rural areas, just like every other state.
Yeah. Yeah. But
I mean,
you know,
if we're really honest, like every state and the country is pretty much the same. You've got a few major cities that all the minorities inhabit and generally have very liberal stances on things. And then you have the rest of the country, which is kind of like, you know, we don't believe in books.
Hi, Melody Fuss Us. Thank you. That's not everyone. No, we know it's not everyone. But you know, I'm gonna call out the fool when I see it. That's just how I gotta be. So, yeah, man. So that was this issue of bringing. I you know, had to bring in his stupidity, and we need to talk about it, because next thing you know, man, our world's gonna be like that movie In Time, and instead of money, we're gonna have time clocks on our wrists, and that's why our life expectancy is about. It was a pretty stupid ass movie, but.
And you felt the need to bring it up, so
Yeah, because I mean, it was, or it could have been Idiocracy. That's a dumbass movie. At least that's funny though. So,
that is.
Wait, sir.
I said that actually is a funny movie.
I mean, they were planting stuff with Gatorade, dog. Hilarious.
It's what plants want.
What, the electrolytes? How about some water, motherfucker? Oh, that shit was funny. That movie was hilarious. All right, man. The word on the street is you taking us out of the country.
I mean, I don't know which streets is talking, but like, no, man, I'm going to talk about the hard hitting issues right now, the important things.
Where at?
We're gonna talk about very accomplished black young ladies doing their thing and fucking up at the same time.
I mean,
and no, we ain't talking about Senator Matt, but I mean, it's kind of in the same vein.
Folks that are back.
Yeah, it's kind of in the same vein. So I will read you the headline.
Hold on. Where is this at?
Look, we ain't bringing up old stuff, man. We're being progressive, man. We're moving forward.
No, I'm just saying, where is this happening at?
Already piled on South Carolina. You are not going to get me to now pile on a U.S. territory. I'm not.
I will.
Everybody knows U.S. stops at Georgia. We don't have to bring it up.
Yes, we do.
We don't. We don't.
Because if you don't say it, it's not real.
So no, man, because like I was trying to bring like a positive light to the show, man. You know
what happens in the U.S. territory though?
This story should be positive,
and then
but it. So it's got a couple different headlines because I found it on a couple different sites because I wanted to add variety to it because I was like, let me find the best headline. So the worst headline is butt naked Florida A&M grad social media photos create controversy.
They really said butt naked?
Butt naked. It would the only thing that would have made it better if they said butt ass naked. But no, they said butt naked Florida A&M grads social media photos create controversy. So then I was like, well, let me try to find an article that has a different way of saying it. Okay, Florida A&M student causes outrage after posing nude on campus for graduation photos. And I was like, okay, that still sounds pretty bad. So then it says, another article says, Florida A&M student under investigation after social media pictures cause outrage amongst alum. So here's the story. We have a Florida A&M graduate, just received her master's degree, whoop, whoop, and she decided that, hey, I'm going to celebrate this accomplishment, which she states even on her own social media, because only 2% of all psychologists in our country are black women. And she's saying she's joining the ranks of that 2%. She graduated with a 3.8 GPA, getting her master's degree. And she decided to do a photo shoot. So she's got several photos on different places of campus. She's got a campus. She's got a picture with her in a Florida A&M sweater and an afro. She's got various pictures around campus. But the one that seems to be stealing the show is she has a picture where she has her hair with like some Medusa snake locks. Yes, because that's what it was supposed to be posing like she was Medusa. And she's butt ass naked in front of the Florida A&M Rattler statue, like that's on campus. And when I say butt naked, I mean she all the way naked. I'm sorry, she does have on gold heels, but everything else is out there. So she was clearly showing her 3.8 GPA, and by looking at this picture, I can clearly tell that she's part of the 2% of psychologists who are black women in this country. And I'm saying that sarcastically. And here's the thing. I don't know how I feel about this. Because one, I think there have been talks that Florida A&M has been threatening not to issue her master's degree.
If she paid for it, they can't really do that.
And my issue with that is, hey, you shouldn't be able to do that. Now, if Florida A&M is going to say, hey, we are going to sue her for using our public campus imagery in her photos, I'm going to say, hey, can't really do that shit either.
Yep, you're going to take that L.
So this woman is taking a lot of heat, though, from, of course, other alum. And of course, like not to be mean or cruel, but of course, a lot of black women are just out here just bashing. No, I'm not gonna say hating. I'm gonna say they bashing her. And I don't think she necessarily does herself any favors with some of the statements that she's made in defense of herself. But I mean, look, here's where I stand on it. I don't care. Chick wanted to get naked in front of a statue in Florida. Look, to me, in the state of Florida, this probably won't even the most outrageous shit that happened today in Florida. I mean, but her statement that bothers me is, as I'm standing here with my master's degree at the tender age of 24, I am living proof that clothes do not define you. Clothes do not define you.
Oh.
Can I ask anyone out there who's listening? Has anybody recently thought, you know what? You know what's really holding us back as a society? The fact that we're all so defined by our clothing. Because that's the issue that's really hurting our country right now, right? Like, we are just slaves to our wardrobe. What the fuck does that even mean? I'm living proof that you are not defined by your clothes. I encourage everybody to embrace their bodies and step outside social norms. Just say you was trying to stun on them hating assholes naked in front of the statue. Just call it what it is. Like,
so I just saw the picture.
And Moco Cabo, you're right. That is literally what everybody's saying. How dare she disrespect the storied snake statue that's been here since 2020? that historical landmark that's been there a total of 24 months.
That you really don't know it's a snake unless you know what that, because like you can barely see the snake. I mean, and honestly,
no, you can see the snake. You just ain't focused on the snake.
I mean, that's what I was about to say. If that's the first thing you see, I don't know what you're doing. I mean, because that's not the first thing I see. But I am impressed with the hair, the snake-like hair. That's impressive, and that probably cost her a grip. So I think people need to stop hating. That's what it smells like, a bunch of hate to me. Hate.
It's not even that. It feels like just a bunch of hate. What it feels like to me is we, as a community, we don't really prioritize important issues well. Because in the last month, we've had the Supreme Court decide that they can tell a woman what the fuck to do with her body. We still got a whole bunch of political unrest from various shooting of brown and black people by the police. And this woman who ain't hurting no fucking body by standing in front of this statue.
And it's like, not hurt at all.
First of all, if you're not one of her followers, how would you even know? I mean, of course, a picture like this went viral really quick. Now, if you're a Florida A&M alum and you're like, she disrespected us.
I mean, nobody got no respect, no way.
No, I'm not even gonna say that, man, because I didn't go to a HBCU, so I'm not gonna pretend that I know the pride that exists in one's university. But I'm just gonna say there have been more things that have happened surrounding HBCU events that are far more disrespectful to your HBCU existence than this chick standing naked in front of a statue.
And she's not even front-facing standing. She's turned her back standing. You see a booty. You see a side cheek, a side breast. I mean, and she is wearing shoes. So like, man, whatever.
Look, man,
just gotta find something to bitch about.
Look, I figured, like, out of all the reckless stories that I could find in Florida, that
why it pulled out no things
that totally exemplify why I don't think Florida should be, recognized as a state. This story right here shows exactly why Florida still is a part of the United States, because we focus on the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
Just and yes, Black Morticia Adams, a lot of the I'm glad that as a black woman, you are out here saying what a lot of people are really mad about. There's a whole bunch of women out here who probably ain't got that type of body no more, or never had that type of body, who's mad because she out here flexing. And not only just flexing, the body. She's like, I got the body, and now I have like a piece of paper proof
she got the body
that I'm also intelligent.
I mean, and to me, it's like, when it's all said and done, I mean, she got the right to do what she wants. And it's not like it was tasteless. It's not tasteless at all. Not even remotely.
Look, man, this is, first of all, she did this as to be honest, more it seems like an artistic expression thing.
Yeah.
And when it comes to artistic expression, like who's to say what's taste and what's tasteless? Like, art is subjective.
Yeah.
Like, if you didn't like this, don't look at it. Don't like it.
Close your peepers.
It ain't like she asked Florida A&M to put that on her the welcome brochure for Florida A&M.
That'd be
Like,
dope, though. Not gonna lie.
That would be funny.
I mean, they might get some more.
And to be honest, if Florida A&M had an art program, like, I feel like that would be a dope ass picture.
Yeah, she probably did it in the middle of the damn night when nobody was around, so she ain't disrespect nobody there. I mean, and once again, I think it was alright. She's not hurting me with her pictures.
Okay, Ruben, it's just me and you talking.
Yeah.
The 6 people who like listening to the show, or maybe the 5 other people who might download the podcast, they don't exist right now. Just me and you.
Yeah.
How would you feel if this was some 350-pound chick posing the same way? Would you still have the same stance you have about, I don't think it's that bad. It seems tasteful.
I mean, to be perfectly honest with you,
your pause and your hesitation said all that.
No, it's not that. It's like, because I'm thinking, and I was like, didn't Lizzo do something like this? And everybody was all up in arms about that shit. And I'm just like, whatever. Hey, look, man, my thing is do her. I don't care. Because when it's all said and done, it does not affect me. Now, if that was my girl and she put it out like that and I didn't know about it, I might at the beginning be upset. But then, that's my girl. Why you hating on my girl? So, I mean, to me, I'm not going to instantly get mad or whatever about it. Now, there are some dudes who would be furious about it or whatever. I don't care. I mean, I just don't. I mean, I'm fine. Look, man, she did some shit that I can't do. Nor would anybody want me to do. So, I mean,
yeah,
hey.
I mean, when I see this article, that's all I think. Like, damn, she doing some shit that I can't do. And you know what that is? I couldn't go get my master's degree in psychology. I quitted that undergrad shit. I was like, man, fuck this. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even thinking about her posing nude. I'm just like, yo, bro, you actually want to dedicate your life to listening to people and helping them with their problems and shit? Whew, like, good luck.
But I see what you're saying earlier about how this is kind of close to the Senator Mac situation because, you know, it's one thing, but then it's a whole different situation behind it because the only problem was it's reversed. Whereas with Senator Mac, she went vote Senator Mac after she pee-popped on a handstand because we didn't know what the fuck was going on. And we saw that. Oh, okay. Then you say vote for Senator Mac. Nah, this chick was like, I got my master's, so I'm going to take a picture naked in front of the snake. And it's just like, she put all that money. She got every right to go do that shit. I mean, and she could have been front, side, whatever. I mean, hey,
look,
do you, boo.
My only stance is if you're gonna do something that puts your sexuality in the forefront of something, just be okay with the fact that you're gonna get negativity about that. And it seems that she's more than okay with that. And to me, great. That means the only difference between her and the Senator Mac situation is Senator Mac acted like she was offended that political pundits were coming at her. And I'm like, yo, you literally made your private moment with somebody a campaign initiative. That's where the problem lies. Like, this chick, no problem. That she did absolutely nothing wrong. Now, if somebody's going to be like, hey, I think it disrespected the university, hey, I think that's your fucking opinion. And you have every right to have that. But at the end of the day, most people's opinions don't mean shit. I mean, your opinion shouldn't be able to change reality.
Yep. Very true. It's an interesting quote down there. I mean, interesting message down there. I'm not going to...
You know, no. I want to address that. She has the right to express herself. And those who are pissed because she disgraced Florida A&M have a right to feel that way. It's tacky and tasteless. Straight trash. She should have took her photos elsewhere, not on campus. And you know what? that is everybody's who has that opinion. Everybody has that right. You can say it's tacky, you can say it's tasteless, and I'm gonna say it's your fucking opinion, and that's all it is. Like, and I absolutely agree with you. Have the right to feel like it's tacky and tasteless, because honestly, when I first saw it, I was just like, this is the way you want to celebrate. That seems like you was just looking for an excuse to be naked and take some pictures. But then I was just like, but even if that was her reasoning, how's that affecting my Sunday?
She spent 8 years there. As far as I'm concerned, the only thing we lucky she ain't take a picture of herself naked in the snake's mouth.
But once again, I am cool with anybody who feels like it's like, honestly, the opinions of her don't matter. The only issue I have is when I was reading that the university was investigating, is this grounds to, like, yo, fuck out of here with all that shit. Like, yo,
they just put that there because they felt like they had to say something.
Now, if she is somehow monetarily gaining because of these pictures, like if she was selling these images, then yeah, Florida A&M can shut that shit down because, of course, copyright infringements and stuff like that. Yeah. But I mean, she just posted this shit on social media, so fuck out of here. Like, yeah, like shit, whatever.
I ain't got no issues. You do you, boo.
We're a real judgy society, man, and it's cool. Everybody judges people. Like, and anybody who says they don't judge people, you lying sack of shit. You out here judging people. The problem with judging people.
I'm sorry. Yo, that was awesome. That's awesome.
And you put the wrong one.
Snake might smile enough for that body. body. That's awesome.
No, I mean,
she ain't wrong though. It is.
No, but the problem with, like, everybody having their opinion is the fact that they feel like their opinion should be able to change. Like, your opinion shouldn't be affecting someone's consequence to something. Like, it's your opinion. And you know what? Maybe I would feel differently if I had went to that university and I had, like, super pride in it. Maybe I would feel differently if I had some type of personal attachment to the university, that 2-year-old statue. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I would feel differently. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, is there some type of landmark or something in my life that I would feel like somebody sullied if they did that? I can't even think of any place that matters that much to me. Nah. Which maybe just means I'm soulless and I just don't have any sentimental value of that.
Then I'm with you on that because I'm that way.
Like, I'm trying to think of, like, the most pure place that I think, like, well, not stereotypical pure, some place that has sentimental value to me. Okay, like the Richmond Science Museum. You know what? Yeah, the Richmond Science Museum. You know what? I totally understand this comment of somebody saying it's tacky and tasteless. Because I remember, I don't know if it was a year ago, I was talking to you and AG about my adventure at the Science Museum where I saw that chick with all her cheeks out. And I just kept thinking, who the F are you trying to pick up at the Science Museum? And I remember being quite judgy and being like, yo, why is this tramp up here with ass cheeks out in front of all these kids and their parents? So, you know what? Maybe I had that moment where I was like, hey, this is tacky and tasteless too. But I didn't feel like she should be arrested for that. I didn't feel like somehow she was less than. I was just like, hey, we got kids up in here and you got dads up in here who might be with their kids or their significant other, and now you putting them in a bit of a pickle because you got cheeks out and they don't know how to react. You know, they're like, hey, I don't know if I should address the monkey in the room. or you know, because as a guy, when you see some chick inappropriately dressed, like, it's a train wreck. Like, you want to look, but then, you know, by looking, women are going to say, oh, see, look at you. You love looking at that slutty shit. It's like, I mean, maybe, but
it's just in my face.
It's like maybe I enjoy looking at, or maybe I'm just as offended as you are by it, which is why I'm looking at it.
or maybe you should dress up like that.
Look, first of all, no. Like I don't care if my wife, if me and my wife are going out to the club or something, and she want to be cheeky, she want to get all sexified stuff. Cool, you know what I'm saying? Time and place. If we go into the science museum and she come out here with some booty shorts on, and I see half her cheeks, I'm gonna be like, hey, just where in the fuck do you think we're going?
We're going to the science museum. One cheek's got argon, the other cheek's got helium. What's up? That should be awesome, by the way. I'm not gonna lie. You really should get that for your wife.
That's one way for somebody to learn the periodic table.
Damn straight, baby. Damn straight. I'll be learning today.
Probably the only way I'd have learned the periodic table.
Oh man. So yeah, I hear you, bro. I mean, what are you gonna do?
I didn't think we'd talk about this as long, but hey, man, like I appreciate the fact that this elicits a lot of different reactions out of people. I just want everybody out there to know that, hey, just because you have a reaction to something doesn't mean anything should happen because of your reaction.
That's right. And I got one last thing to say about it. We'll move on. Booty butt cheeks. Booty butt cheeks. And I will move on. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you for taking us, to the international waters. It really wasn't that bad this time.
It's cool to see how their higher education gets down in that territory,
Yep, they learning just like the rest of us. All right, so we're gonna slide into some crazy world.
I see what you did there.
You like that, right? Who said Ruben don't be thinking? So, first article: Alabama town disbands police department over a racist text. Hold on, bro. One text message took out a whole damn police department.
Okay, say that again.
Alabama town disbands police department over racist text.
Okay, the only way that I can see that this would happen is if for some reason a police officer from Alabama said a racist text about a 5-star recruit that Nick Saban was going after, and Nick Saban probably just called the chief and was like, hey, we gotta get these bitches up out of here. They fucking up my recruitment. That's the only way, because Nick Saban the only person in Alabama that should have that type of juice.
Yeah, but it won't him.
So then this is weird, because I didn't.
Vincent, Alabama, small Alabama town, disbanded their police department.
Okay, are there big Alabama towns?
I mean,
look, I ain't never been. Well, that's not true. I think I drove through one time. Yeah, I think I drove through one time. I don't think I remember seeing any big towns.
No. So they disbanded the police department and they fired the police chief and the assistant chief. So 2 officers did this. And whatever. All right. So the message says, what do you call a pregnant slave? And then the dude answered with one question mark. Nobody stops at Alabama. Hell no. I like to live.
At least not on purpose.
Nah, not at all. And then he said another message with 2 question marks. And then the dude answers, BOGO, buy one, get one free. The worst shit ever.
Okay. I don't want anybody out here to think that this makes me a terrible black person. But if that joke would have been told like 300 years ago in a room full of white people, do you know how much fucking laughter would be happening? Because what they say, all good jokes contain truth.
Yeah.
And bro, that like, now, should you be putting that in a text message in 2022? No, you should not. Was it at least a solid joke? Yes, it was. if you're going to say a racist joke, at least go out on a solid.
Yeah, make it be good. But so, yeah. And quote, this has torn this community apart. It doesn't matter what color we are as long as we do right by people. Unquote. That was the city councilman.
So wait a minute, the text message tore the city apart?
They put it on social media somehow. They don't say which social media.
So once again, the text message tore the community apart?
Yeah, because I guess somebody put that shit out there.
So did it tear the community apart, or did it let you know
The community was jacked up.
or did it let you know where people stood based on how many people were laughing their ass off
Yeah.
about the joke, or
So-
like how many people went and retold that joke?
I mean, So appropriate action has been taken against the officer alleged to have sent the text, but nobody knows who that is. And right now, they only list 3 people in their department. So it's one of them 3. One of them 3 sent it, and the other answered it. And I guess the city chief, the police chief, and the assistant chief.
So
got
did the
dismissed.
the dude that put the question marks there, he gonna get fired because this motherfucker told him a joke? Or did he get fired for putting the LOL after it? Did we miss the LOL text that happened afterwards?
Well, there is no LOL text, as far as it says.
That's crazy. So you get fired because one of your mans tells a bad joke?
Yeah. So what happened was during the
Hey,
council
we
meeting.
firing you because apparently this racist ass motherfucker felt comfortable enough with you
Yeah.
to be a racist. So therefore, we think you probably racist too.
There you go. I mean, flock together, right? So in the council meeting, they suspended the chief and assistant chief, and then the council voted to end the agency. So there's 2,000
So
people.
basically, what you saying is all these liberal leftists, if you really trying to defund the police, all you gotta do is spoof a racist ass text message on one of these police officers' phones, and we can defund the whole department. Because you basically saying that this one text message got the whole department fired.
Well, it's only 2,000 people there, so God knows the robbery spree that's going on now.
So you mean to tell me that 1,996 of those people who were laughing at it? Because a large part of that community probably thought this joke was funny as shit.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like when I first read it, I was just like, "Wow," and then I was just like, I wanted to laugh at it, but I was like, I can't be allowed to laugh at that. But at least it's a solid joke. I will say that.
It's a solid joke, man.
Yeah, I mean, if Kevin Hart would have said that shit, I'd been on the goddamn floor. I just would have been.
Once again, I could hear Dave Chappelle saying that joke, and everybody being like, "Oh, that's highly inappropriate. Let's cancel him."
And they all on the damn floor laughing.
All the people in the place would have been laughing.
Yeah. So I mean,
no, we're not saying the idea of slavery is funny, but we are saying the idea of slavery fucking happened.
yes.
So like, we can't act like it didn't happen, and that's probably exactly what that's it. That is what happened
And I
back in the day.
And the
That was a 2-for-1.
And I'm like, yeah, the brilliance is the BOGO. That shit's funny. That because it just is, man. It ain't right, but the shit's fucking funny. And that's it. I'm not saying anything good about slavery or nothing. But as MoeB said, that's a solid joke. It just sucks that you decide to put that on social media.
It's a solid joke. It's not the hill that I'd want to die on on that solid joke. But hey, somebody said I'm gonna go out in a blaze of glory, and this gonna be the one. This gonna be the one.
Here's a problem. They probably put that shit on Facebook instead of just texting. Like, why didn't you just text? You're a dumbass. Dumbasses. So I would say this is the most. I'd like to call this the most effed up story of the week. It's real foul, man. This might be the most effed up story in at least 6 months.
This one?
No, the one I'm about to talk about.
Okay, I'm about to say, wow, that seemed pretty mild. Like, what's?
So, an 11-year-old who saved up money for a lemonade stand was scammed by a man who gave him a fake $100 bill and asked for exact change. That's fucked up, man. That's so foul. And then,
no, what's fucked up about it is that you're laughing.
No, because I haven't finished yet. The fucked up part about it is, how dare you give a fake $100 bill to a child? That's fucked up. The second fucked up part about it is, you asked for exact change back, and the kid didn't have enough to give him exact change. because his allowance was $85, all he had. So he didn't even give him exact change. But this has a happy ending. Because God bless GoFundMe's, man. God bless GoFundMe's. That's all I'm gonna say.
Look, man. I know this ain't got nothing to do with what you were talking about, but the GoFundMe thing, man, when you said that, it just weighed heavy on my heart, man. Like, I feel like the fact that I'm broke is really just like the fact that I'm broke says that I have a bit of a moral compass. And the reason I'm saying that is because it is so easy to make money on GoFundMe, man. All you gotta do is sell the world a story that may or may not have happened.
Yep.
Put a GoFundMe out there and just watch people give you money because they feel bad about some fucked up shit that they heard, and they want to feel a little bit less fucked up about how terrible of a human being they probably are, and they gonna give you $10 and make themselves feel better. Like, so anybody who's not paid from GoFundMe, I feel like you got a little bit too much morality, and you're the Florida Evans of this story.
Yeah,
you're the real bad guy.
See, look, man, I say God bless GoFundMe for a lot of different reasons, but look, so obviously the kid was upset. He tried to spend $100. They told him the shit was fake. You got bamboozled. All right. So the family set up a GoFundMe. Now, here's my problem with the GoFundMe. My problem is it's a lemonade stand.
My problem is you ain't got to verify shit, man. These parents found to come up and they was like, you know what? We gonna get ours.
BOGO Cowboy's foul, man. This dude is foul right now. BOGO Cowboy, I gotta put this on screen. Would you go to a kid's lemonade stand?
Hey, look, man, I'm gonna be 100% honest. No, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either. But still, that's fucked up.
And unless they lemonade stand, I can see them actually squeezing the lemons out in front of me.
I don't want that shit. I don't want pulp.
And I see them putting the sugar in there and stirring it up. Then I'm still not gonna get it, but like I'm gonna make them do all that work just because I think that builds character, and then I'm gonna be like, you know what, I changed my mind because that's capitalism, and I don't have to buy your inferior ass product.
So the neighbor set up the GoFundMe. So first of all, the kid lost $100. All right,
you said a neighbor set up a GoFundMe?
Yeah, a neighbor.
So we not even sure that the kid got this money because the neighbor could have just been banking on this fucking kid's sad ass story.
Well, here we go. I'm about to give it to you. Okay, man, you lost 100 bills. I get it. Kid's sad.
Technically lost 85.
Well, plus the other 15 because he couldn't make it up. But yeah, so he lost some money. So first of all, the goal was $250. The GoFundMe goal was $250. When did he lose $250?
Because they wanted him to be rewarded for being scammed. And you know what? He learned a good business lesson. And sometimes you gotta let a kid learn a business lesson. You took that L, son. That's it. Invest in some of them pins and start marking your bills. Like,
exactly. But here's the thing. Oh, we're not done yet. It raised over $9,000.
Neighbors came up because the neighbors was like, hey, here's your $250, and they was like, what's the rest of the money? Hey, we set up the GoFundMe page, so that's our finder's fee.
Yeah, he's a hardworking boy between his lemonade stand, which is so much more than lemonade. If you ever crave a cotton candy, you know who to see. Mowing neighbors' yards and shoveling snow in the winter.
Oh,
he has
shit.
dreams of owning his vending machine business in the future. Hey, there's $9,000.
Ruben, we just missed the biggest scam ever. So what had happened was the neighbor got one of their peoples to go give this kid a fake $100 bill, and they was like, we'll sell this story on GoFundMe and we'll bank off of it. The neighbors are responsible for all this. I don't trust people's ability and desire to want to do good by people. This is a scam.
And here's the thing. If I'm the parents, nobody told you to set that shit up for us. We could have set that shit up for us ourselves. We'll take all that money because you used my son's name. Because if you decide to keep it, we'll sue you, and then we're gonna give it to the poor.
But can they?
Well, if they use his name, which they did, yeah, because they used his son, they used the kid's name and likeness. Bitch, you ain't had no NIL deal. You can't be just doing that shit. That's against the law.
We'll see.
I mean, $9,000. I would get a lawyer for that shit. Stop playing. I mean, that's just what it is. Especially now that it's in the news. Oh, I thought you only made $250. You made $9,000. Where the rest of that money? What's finder's fee? So we got this lawyer down the street. We can go about this one or two ways, baby. Yeah, but yeah, man. It started one fuck up when the dude gave him a fake $100 bill, but then turn around, $250 was the minimum, was the max. What? $250? Man, some old bullshit. See, that's the problem, man. You can't be doing GoFundMe's are traps. Lord knows, because hey, man, why don't we set up a GoFundMe for all the homeless and the people who got no food in the country? It'd probably be like $5 on that joint.
Nah,
Lord knows.
People would rather give GoFundMe's to racist pieces of shit that do racist things for their defense.
Yep. If the parents set it up, that's right. The parents. But see, here's the thing, man. I don't feel like if you're not the parents that you should set it up for somebody else.
I mean, I think Drake's saying parents in on the scam too.
Because Lord knows if it was a black kid that happened to him.
Look, I'm saying there was no alleged $100 bill. I'm saying there was no actual lemonade stand. I think some adults just got together and said, "Hey, let's make some money. It's football season, baby. We're gonna get a big screen TV. We're gonna have some cookout money." And this thing just ballooned out of control, man. They thought they was gonna make $250.
Yeah,
$89,000.
Kind of crazy. But yeah,
I don't know if that's the most effed up story though. Like it's. Even if it's true that somebody gave this kid a fake $100 bill, like which is real fucking foul.
Yeah, that's foul as shit. Let's be real. That's some foul.
It's foul.
Your blacks gotta be hard for your heart's gotta be black, man. For that.
It's foul, but I mean, hey, kid gotta learn, man.
It's one thing to like give it to a store.
You gotta invest in your business, man. Part of investing in your business is security, man. Like.
I mean, how the parents went out there to see that shit? Nah, we can't take $100, baby. The shit was only like $250. I mean, really? Oh man, somebody called me $100. Nah, bro, I can't take that. You gotta go break that shit. I'll keep my shit. But hey, you're right. He'll learn his lesson. But hey, that's what it is. So, real quick, man. Question of the day. MoeB, what do you think the effects of the Brittany Griner situation will be? As far as how relations go with athletes and international stuff. Do you think it'll affect it at all? Or
when I saw you put this question in, I was like, man, this is really why we should have, and I should actually be on production meetings. Because I knew you was going to drop a question like that you thought was going to be a heavy question and going to be engaging. And I was going to give a one-word answer, which is nothing.
I mean, I didn't take it at all.
It's just one person. Like, is it fucked up? Sure.
Well,
I mean, are people making it a bigger deal, like saying, "Well, this is a WNBA issue. If they paid more, players would have to go overseas to get it." Or this is, if she wasn't a lesbian woman, she wouldn't have got this because somebody brought up. There's another case of somebody who actually was found with even more, who got like 2 months. And I was like, I mean, look, there's all types of stories, but at the end of the day, she's one person.
I mean, I guess
it's an F-up story that's not going to change anything.
So, I mean, so you still think Americans will travel to Russia to play sports in the future?
Money. People go where money is, man.
So that's a yes.
Yeah, people go where money is.
Okay. No, I mean, because...
Now, will Russia be able to get some of the top tier, maybe female basketball players to go over there now? Probably not. For at least, not at least till this shit die down. But then again, if every other country is offering you 75, 85, 100,000, and Russia come with their dirty money and say, we'll give you 500,000 for a season. I mean, look, we can all say, hey, I ain't going there because of this fucked up shit with Brittany. But at the end of the day, it's like, I kind of want to get this money.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it will. I guess my thoughts on it is, I don't know if it will. I think maybe for a couple of years, you will see very few Americans go to Russia. I just can't see that being a commonplace thing. But more importantly,
my brother got up out of Russia, but it ain't had nothing to do with this. He got up because, you know, that whole war thing that was going on over there. So that's why he got up out of there.
Well, and that's why she was
trying to leave. You know what I'm saying? So,
but I guess the other thing is, you know, the one thing they're not really saying, and I'm not trying to pile on or anything like that, but like, it's not. I mean, I guess my question is, did she know that shit was illegal in Russia? Because I know it just became legal for the most part in the United States, but that does not mean every country has that shit legal. So,
well, I mean, wasn't it just like some random vape shit? It wasn't.
Well, but see, here's the thing:
they don't do the vape cartridges. Period.
Yeah, they don't do any of that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I can really see this just being a honest mistake, but I mean, she's one person, and Russia's was trying to use her to flex, and it sucked.
And they got lucky. Yeah, they caught something. They got lucky. They kept it moving. I mean, it sucks. The whole thing sucks, and you know they're gonna get one of their instruments of death back because of it. You know, but I guess the real thing is like, you know.
See, here's the thing. This is the part where maybe I sound negative, but when you say they're going to get one of their weapons of death back, like, in the greater scheme of things, she's one person, and I know that matters to a lot of people that care about her. And I'm not like, if she was somebody that I knew personally, I'd be like, hey, let's do whatever we can to get her back.
Yeah,
but is one person worth releasing somebody who might endanger thousands more people?
Well, you know, the real crazy part is there's another American over there nobody even talked about.
Exactly.
Until she got caught. And
that other person been there for like 16 years.
Yeah, and now, you know, he's part of the deal, and it's like, you know, I feel bad. That dude's probably just like, hell yeah, maybe I can get out this.
Just said it, yeah. So yeah, like 14 years, man. Like,
yeah, I mean, maybe that dude's like, hell yeah, maybe I'll get up out this hellhole.
Like, to be honest, that's actually what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that maybe this happening to her helps him get out. But my fear is we might just trade for her because she's the public figure.
No, I think the trade's for both.
I mean, yes, that's what they're negotiating, but until the shit happens, Ruben.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is, clearly he wasn't worth much by himself because we ain't trying to get him out.
It's not that he wasn't worth much. The problem is public perception. He wasn't a celebrity. He wasn't a known public figure.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think Americans will be going to Russia probably for like 3 to 5 years. But then again, I don't think anybody's going to Russia for a hot minute soon. So it's one of those things where Russia's going to have to rebuild some credit with the world if they choose to do such. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't think a lot of stuff is happening in Russia. I just think. And it's not just that her got caught. I think between that and the Ukrainian war, nobody really likes Russia right now. So I can't imagine.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that half of the Russians don't like their leadership right now. They just can't say nothing about it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't think we'll have a lot of them. I don't think we'll have a lot of anybody going to Russia for quite a while. That's my opinion on it. But yeah, I just want to throw that out there. You know, see what you thought. I didn't think it'd be a one-word answer, but I think it'd be a systematic answer for what you got.
We milk more out of that than I thought we would.
You're so cold, bro. You're so cold. So what's on your mind, bro?
Not Russia.
Okay, that's awesome.
Nah, man. What's on my mind is like tax-free weekend in the state of Virginia. Like, I don't know if every state has tax-free weekends like we have. I'm not a world traveler like that. I don't know if other states do the tax. I know North Carolina does it, but tax-free weekend, I totally understand why tax-free weekend is such a big deal for people, because in the greater scheme of things, if you're buying a large amount of clothing, school supplies and stuff, you know, that taxes can really add up and you can really save a lot of money. But
it's always a but.
And I say this with all of the compassion and the caring and the empathy that I can say it with without trying to sound like I'm judging people for it. I see a lot of people bringing their whole tribe of kids with them on these school supply expeditions at the Walmart. And I get it. You want kids, you know, pick their own stuff, and that's cool. But if you know your tribe of kids is 6, 7 deep, and you know that you can't get them to stay anywhere close to organized, and half of them are between the age of like 4 and 7, like sometimes you should just try to leave them at home and do this shit on your own. And once again, not judging. I know everybody ain't got the ability to leave kids at home and go out and move about the world freely like that. But it's amazing because I went out last night and I saw
what time?
Oh no, not I'm not talking about Walmart. I'm talking about like I was out late night. I was at a bar, lounge. Okay. I saw a lot of women in downtown Richmond.
At the Walmart?
No. Just out at the club, the bar. I saw a lot of women out. And you know what I didn't see? A lot of their kids running around them. So it lets me know that at some point in time,
they can figure out a way.
Y'all had a babysitter. Y'all had somebody to watch the kids. But today, during the day, going to Walmart, you ain't had nobody to watch kids. Like, prioritize, baby. Like, come on, like, why you gotta do the world of injustice because your baby's kid's gonna be bouncing off the wall just because you want to be able to go out last night and shake your ass? Like, I mean, not judging. I'm not saying that's everybody. I'm just saying that was my observation. Like, Walmart was deep.
Club Walmart?
It I don't know if it was Club Walmart. It was daycare Walmart. It was kindercare Walmart.
Oh man, you know what I love about that stuff though, for real? Because I saw some kids up in there today, and the coolest thing that they do, they have so much shit. They take it to a regular register, and I just go into the do my own shit register, and I'm very happy with that because I don't need you and your kids all up in everything. You trying to do shit yourself? Nope. Go to the poor person who's got to run everything through the scanner, and you got like 150 pieces of shit because you had just gotten all your checks and all that stuff. And it's time to get these kids some stuff and all that. And I'm just like, you do you. That's what those people are there for. I'm cool with the I can slide shit myself. I'm
glad you brought that up because on another note, big ups to anybody who had to work at Walmart this weekend.
Yeah, bro.
Like, yo, y'all the real MVPs because like for real, I don't know how y'all did it, man, because like I might be in that bitch self-destructive, man. Like, just
self-destruction.
Because look, we already know that Walmart ain't Target. Meaning, you know, Walmart sometimes ain't organized. Stuff ain't where it's supposed to be. But, you know, after this weekend, man, who knows what the fuck shit gonna be thrown all over that store. And then Walmart employees are gonna have to go through that stuff and try to put stuff back together to make the store look like a store and not like just some warehouse with random assorted shit.
Which is really what it is anyway. That's
so big ups to all the Walmart employees out there and all the employees that had to work the retail scene during tax-free weekend. Like, I remember being out there. Stay strong, and hopefully one day you can graduate to being critical of people that you don't know, like me, and you won't have to work.
Well, there is too many MVP subjects.
See, I'm not talking about, because Walmart sure does seem to not have cashiers. Because you remember back in the day, Walmart used to always have them ads
10,
like, hey,
12, 15 deep.
Yeah, they'd be like, hey, every register will be open. And now they're just like, man, y'all motherfuckers do this shit, y'all sell.
I mean, yeah.
And, back in the day, you would get that call, hey, could we open up a few more registers up front? And now all you hear at Walmart from employees is, what time you going on lunch? What time are you going on lunch?
Number 42, you can move to 42. But I do not like because every once in a while, look, man, you got to sometimes police yourself on a self-checkout, because if you wait for those people to do it, you might be lost out there. Sometimes, man, you see something open, you roll your happy card over there and make that move. Don't be waiting for them to tell you, because some people are just like, I don't care, and stuff like that. And in the marketplaces, they don't even have regular registers anymore. Everything's self-checkout. So they got customer service and like 15 self-checkouts in the marketplace joints. So big up to them. Only 2 people got to deal with customers, and they deal with customer service. If you decide you want to buy 150 things of food, you doing that shit yourself. And so big up to that.
I mean, I don't know if I say big up to that, because sometimes, look, I came here, I want to put somebody else to work. Yeah, I'm that guy. Look, man, I ain't trying to scan this shit and bag it myself. That's what you're for. I did my time. I worked at Food Line for like 6 or 7 years.
And
I did my time. So now somebody else got to do. I'm paying it forward.
Look, man, when it's all said and done, and this'll be my, what's on my mind. I'm gonna add to that, ladies and gentlemen. Get recyclable bags, yo. Just bring your own damn bags, because you put more in them, they last longer, and they won't fucking rip. Don't use the plastic shits, man, because that's just tired. Put a couple in your bag, in your car, if you got a car, and just do that. Just don't do the plastic. I hate using plastic bags so much. I just hate it. I got like 2 or 3 solid bags. I go in there, and you know what? You won't spend a lot of food. You won't spend a lot of money, because you're just trying to fill up your bags, and that's it. Because that's what you can carry on one trip to your house or your apartment.
I'm glad you guys like that. Nah, man, I'm using all plastic bags. We got that drawer in the house that has nothing but like Food Line and Walmart plastic bags. So when somebody needs, a bag for trash, a bag, we go in that. Like, yo, man, you messing the game up. Forget them recyclable bags. Like,
man,
nobody got time to be keeping them thermal bags in your car to keep food cold. And
I don't get the thermal bag.
You looking like some middle-aged woman at Harris Teeter or something like that. You look like you about to go to Trader Joe's or some shit, man. I go to Food Line. I'm broke people shopping. So yeah, I'm keeping all the plastic bags.
Hey, I've had too many plastic bags fall apart and all your shit get on the ground.
Bro, double bag. It's double bag. That's
man,
it.
Whatever.
Get your double bag game up.
Bro, where was I at? I was somewhere. Where was I? I was somewhere, and there was like 10 cents a bag. Now I carry in my hands. I ain't had that much stuff anyway. I was like, nah, I got this. I was like, 10 cents a bag? That's what we doing? That's about to happen, yo. And then you gonna think twice about those recyclable bags.
That's what Aldi does and stuff.
Yeah, man. F that. I don't need to give them extra $10.
No, but Aldi just they have all those boxes and stuff where they load stuff up, man. I just take them empty boxes, man. Load them boxes up, man.
I'm glad you be having empty boxes there, because they don't be there when I'm there. Damn it. But, all right, sir. Well, first of all, thank everyone. I'd like to thank everybody for listening to the show today. Sorry we went a little over, but hey, that was a pretty good show. Thank you to those on the board. Join us. Thank you to those who would
you
join
ever
us.
tell us if you thought the show sucked?
Yes.
Would you ever be like, hey, sorry I kept y'all here this long. This shit sucked. We'll try to do better next week.
Yeah, I would definitely.
I'm glad you would, because I wouldn't. I'd be like,
well, the good thing about it is, man, we have really good shows, so I don't really have to say that. So, but thank everybody for chiming in on the show and stuff like that. Thank you to MoeB for being on the show. Next week, the whole crew is back. AG will be back from Parts Unknown. So
allegedly,
he'll be back. So we'll be very excited for that. Hey, man, another week, another bunch of craziness in this world that we got to talk about. So once again, tell a friend, tell an enemy, just tell somebody about us. We are live on Sunday nights from 9 to whenever we feel like getting off. Yep. You can check us out on Twitch. You can also check us out on our YouTube page. If for some reason you missed it, go to the YouTube page. You can see our shiny faces and go through the shows that way. Or you can wait till the podcast drops on Thursday or Friday. You can just listen to it in your car while you're working out, while you're doing other things. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you back here next week, 9 p.m. Rain, shine, or snow. But it's too hot for that snow shit. So unless you somewhere where it's really cold, that's not happening. And of course, peace, love, hair grease, soul, and deuces.
Email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5 Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW Podcast, at Newsman25, at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, MoeB 5 Minute Warning, AG_5 Minute Warning, Newsman25. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of
The 5 Minute Warning.